Good stuff. Okay, welcome everybody. We'll get going. It's our usual Wednesday night UK and Ireland webinar. We're going to have a great slideshow presentation, a wealth of information which Red's going to go through any moment. That should take about 25 to 30 minutes. And a special Q&A for all the guests afterwards. It's just for guests, so you can either put your question afterwards in the chat, or you can come on and ask in person. And so without further ado, I'll hand across to Red.
Hi, and thanks very much, Neil and Peter and the rest of the Leadership and Ireland leadership team here. I'm actually just going to turn off my camera, guys, because I'm in a low internet area, but it won't distract, obviously, from this presentation, what we're going to do here. So I always like to start off by trying to put people at ease so that they can actually get the gist of what Onpassive is all about. So I'd like to start off by telling everybody that Onpassive is a completely legal and legitimate company. We were first registered all the way back in November of 2018 in Orlando, Florida, as an SSL company, and subsequently we've also been registered in India in January this year as a limited company in Hyderabad, India. This gives us the legal right to operate anywhere on the globe. Many other companies have the same licenses that we have. Most of the big tech giants, Amazon, Google, Apple, etc., they all have this similar license. And just as a side note as well, guys, the onpassive.com domain name has been registered for 10 years as well. One of the other questions that I get asked on a regular basis is, can I make money with Onpassive, and how are they going to generate an income? Well, for a start, this opportunity, which I'm going to share with you today now, what I'm sharing with you today is for the thing called a founder's position. We are in what we call pre-launch at the moment with Onpassive. Okay, and this, what I'm going to share with you today, is to become a founder and partner of Onpassive. But we actually are going to be a customer-based company that will be selling digital products and services online. These are in-demand digital products and services, by the way. So this is how we will generate our income from people buying our digital products and services. But for the sake of this presentation, it is just for the founder's position. And the other thing that people ask me is there any limit to how much I can earn with Onpassive? And if I bring somebody else with me, can they earn a similar residual income as well? Well, of course, there is no qualifications with Onpassive. You don't have to know anything. You don't have to do anything, because we will physically be paying the company to do it all for us. And this means that everything is unlimited. Okay, whatever your income that you are looking for is available with Onpassive, you and anybody else that joins with you or you bring in. Okay, saying that, let's get on with the rest of the webinar. So what are we going to learn in this webinar today? We're going to have a look at Onpassive, what it is, so the person who's in charge of it. We're also going to look at the products and services of Onpassive and why we actually need these at the moment. And also going to have a look at what the thing that I'm going to talk to you today about is why to become a founder and what the benefits are of this founder's position. And then lastly, we'll look at how you can get started as a founder within Onpassive. So what exactly is Onpassive? Well, for a start, we are an international internet business. We have brick and mortar assets. This means that we have physical buildings that we have around the globe. Next slide, please, Pete. Okay, we are a complete online digital internet solution. Okay, everything that we have is on one platform, completely done for you. And the reason it's completely done for you is because the company will be doing everything for you, 100% automated and hands-free. I'll get into all of that later on, but just for now, just rest assured that you do not have to have any qualifications or know anything about the internet, marketing, business, etc. All you have to do is to participate, and that means to join us as a founder in Onpassive. So in this next slide, then you will see there's two pictures here. The one on the left-hand side then is of our offices where our CEO is housed in Orlando, Florida. And the next one on the right-hand side there is in a place called Hyderabad, India. This is the high-tech city of India. Both of these places here, you can actually go on to Google Earth. You can zoom in on them. If you put Onpassive India Hyderabad, you'll be able to zoom in and have a look at it, and also in the one in Orlando as well. The one on the right-hand side, we have taken a 10-year lease on that. We took it over in December of last year. It's been completely refurbed, and this is where all our technicians, developers, support staff, and every other person that is needed to have an online presence is housed there. It is 7 stories. And like I said, in this next slide here, you can see that it's been completely refurbed to a very, very high spec. Little picture there on the left of what it looks like, and the two over there. This is in a place called Hyderabad, high-tech city. This is almost like, well, it is the Silicon Valley of India. And our CEO and founder decided to have our main development hub there in Hyderabad, because Indians are the best of the best at this tech stuff. They're the great developers. They are the top of the game as far as making stuff online. So our CEO decided, instead of bringing them all the way to the States, let's have a presence there. Many of the big other companies have also got presence there as well. All of the top IT companies all have presence in Hyderabad in India. Again, you can go online and you can zoom in and Google all of that. And as you can see on the bottom right there, it's all been refurbed to a very, very high standard. So who exactly is the person, the brainchild, the person behind Onpassive? He's a guy called Ashmufareh. He is our CEO and founder. He's a family man and he's got wife and kids. He's got over 20 years of online business experience underneath his belt. Now, just a little bit of history about Ash. He has worked for some major companies in the past, also as an affiliate, but also helping them to drive traffic to their business. This is his clear niche. This is what he is extremely good at. He's very good at getting leads and converting them to join these businesses. And he's been very, very successful, not only in his own right to the tune of millions, but also for the companies that he has worked for. But there was always something that he thought was not very fair. And that is the 97% of people who try stuff online just don't make it. You know, the ones we always see, that 3% walking across the stage with a big fat check, and you're sat there in the audience thinking, why can't I be up there? Well, quite frankly, you can't, because they have got bigger lists, they know more people, and they probably got in right at the start. The rest of us actually fund these guys to do that. Now, Ashmufareh, who is one of those 3%, thought, do you know something? There's got to be a fairer way of making a residual income online. He had this idea, and he went around looking for a company that would facilitate his needs. He couldn't find one. So with the backing of his wife and his family, he went back to college, got himself a Master's of Information Technology and E-commerce at MIT, also attended Harvard for a short period of time to learn specifically about online business creation. And like I said, with the backing of his family and his wife, July of 2018, Onpassive was first born. Now, we are here now where we are, and it is 3 years later on. And that is because during this period of time, we are in the thing called pre-launch. This means that we are developing our digital products and services. We are getting ready to launch to the world as a customer-based business with our digital products and services. This presentation that I am doing for you right now is to offer you the founder's position. And at the moment, that founder's position to become online with us as a founder and partner will cost you $97 US. This locks you in to the Onpassive family, and it also locks you into the pay structure of our Onpassive as well. Now, I'll get into details of what you get for being a founder a little later on, but I thought I'd just come out the gate there and let you know how much it's going to cost you to be a founder. There is one other out-of-pocket payment that every single founder will need to pay, and that is the day that we launch as a customer-based business. And I'll get into details on that a little bit later. So before we have a look at the Onpassive products, what is Onpassive going to do for us as founders, for every single one of us here right now? It is a done-for-you solution, and that is because it is 100% automated, hands-free, because we are physically paying the company to do everything. We're paying the company to recruit and convert those leads for us, so we don't have to do it. They are also going to guarantee targeted traffic to our domain names, to our websites that they are going to build for us because we're paying them to do it. It's also going to give you proprietary technology development using artificial intelligence at its core. This means that every single one of our products and services has artificial intelligence woven in to every single one of those products. They can be used individually or they can be integrated with every other product and service of Onpassive, so they can be used seamlessly together or separately. Onpassive is also going to manage all of the customer support. This means any customers that drop into your team, okay, your customer base, they are also going to do the customer support staff part of it as well. It's also going to give you every single tool that you need for your online success. Everything is going to be accessible under one umbrella, under one roof, with one login. So you'll have access to over 50 products and services of Onpassive with one single sign-on. And the best of it all, guys, is with Onpassive, it is completely self-funding. Like I said, you only ever pay out of pocket twice. Once to become a founder, and the next time you come out of pocket is to activate your account. And at the moment, that activation is going to cost you around about $250. So in English terms, that's about 75 quid to become a founder, and about 180 to 190 pounds to activate that account. So in real terms, you've got 160 quid, okay, and you're done. You will not have to pay out of pocket ever again, because the company are going to do everything for you. They're going to get your customers, they're going to put them into your group, and once that person has bought one of the products and services of Onpassive, you get a commission, and that pays for your recurring monthly subscriptions. So you're never going to be out of pocket. So just here now, we've got 20 products and services of Onpassive. At any time in your leisure, you can pop over to onpassive.com and you can have a look at all of these products here in front of us. There's 20 here, and we're going to have over 50 when we launch, okay? But just for now, we're going to show you some of these here. Within the onpassive.com webpage, all of these products are there. Like I said, have a good look at what they're going to do for us, and go into the FAQs as well. But I'm just going to pick a couple out here. Top left-hand one is called Academy. This is our e-learning center. This is where schools, colleges, universities, businesses, individuals will upload their courses or their curriculums, and teachers will be able to teach people from this platform as well. Students and individuals will be able to then go to this platform to learn whatever they need to learn. It is available for anybody and everybody around the world. You'll get a completion certificate from Onpassive to say that you've finished the course. And also, if that company, college, university, or school uploads anything on there, they will also give you a certificate if they are qualified to do that as well. Another one of our products is OConnect there in the center. This is our multimedia suite of products. This is a bit like Zoom and other things as well, but just to give you an idea of what it is going to do for you. We're watching this presentation now on Zoom. At the moment, you've got one main screen, you've got maybe a little picture in the top right-hand corner, you've got a chat box that you have to open on the right-hand side at the bottom there. With OConnect, it is going to be completely revolutionary and new. It is fresh. This means we are using the best internet technology is available to put this together. We'll be able to have drag and drop user-friendly interfaces with OConnect. So for instance, if you are a teacher and you want to drag in a chalkboard to do some writing up, you can do that over the main screen without losing your main screen. If you want to pop a chat box up there over the main screen on the right-hand side, you can do. If you want to bring in a video, you can drag that in over the top as well. And the best of all that is never been done before online is that OConnect comes with live translation into 57 different languages. Can you imagine what this is going to do to the internet, where teachers will be able to teach anybody around the world live anything, and it translates automatically to 57 different languages? Can you imagine conference calls now with large companies who have to get translators in to translate the calls which are going on? OConnect will do all this automatically using their AI technology. So I do encourage you to nip over to onpassive.com and have a look at all these products and services. So who exactly are we going to be taking market share from? There is some massive names out there who already have a similar product and service of ours online, to the tune of around about 4.5 billion people are using one of these products and services online right now. Onpassive will have a similar product and service as these guys do right now. This means that our products that we will be offering our customers are in high demand, okay, but they are far superior. These guys have been around for a long time. We are using brand new technology, all woven in with artificial intelligence, that are super easy to use. They have better visuals, they're easier for people to share, and above all, they come in at a cheaper price point. So Google, they've been around for a long time. Zoom have, Gmails, GoDaddy, all these people have been here for a long time. It really is time for a new technology giant to come out, and Onpassive is going to be that person. But there's more. Why are people going to leave these multi-billion-dollar companies to come to Onpassive to use our products and services? I'll give you a couple of reasons. One is because of the tech. Our tech is going to be far superior and better than these guys here right now. Another reason, everybody likes to save money. Companies are spending billions of dollars to use similar products and services that we have already. We will be coming in at a much lower price point for these guys and for individuals. Another reason as well is, as a founder, we will physically be paying you to use our products and services of Onpassive. Now, I can't remember the last time I went searching on Google and they were paying me to do it. I can't remember the last time I got a domain name from GoDaddy and they paid me to do it, or I sent an email, or I watched Zoom and they paid me to do it. With Onpassive, as a founder, we will physically be paying you to use our products and services. And one of the main reasons why people will be coming to us, not only as individuals or as customers, is because of what we are going to do. And that is targeted traffic. Now, this is a massive thing, not only online, but offline as well. And I'll give you an example of what traffic is. For those of you who are not au fait with online traffic, okay, I'll give you this example. We've got two restaurants, both of them exactly the same menu, same chef, same layout. But the difference is one is in a shopping center and the other one is hidden round a back street. Which one do you think is going to fare better? Well, obviously the one in a shopping center, because it has people passing its door day in, day out, because they're looking for other things, but they get hungry. Where are they going to go? They're going to go to that restaurant to buy something. So it's going to fare a lot better than the one that is down the back streets. So how does that guy down the back street become as busy as the one that's in a shopping mall? Easily, by advertising. This is exactly the same thing as traffic. In digital terms, it's called clicks. When you click on any advert, okay, that is traffic source. Onpassive will be using all sorts of mediums to drive traffic to your domain name that you'll be given when you sign up with Onpassive, and your website when you sign up with Onpassive. And if a customer clicks on your link, guess what happens? They fall into your customer base, and then you get a commission from that customer purchasing one of the products or services of Onpassive, and you haven't had to do anything because the customer are doing it all. The company are doing it all for you. We're going to have all sorts of advertising. We're going to have email marketing. We're going to have banners. We're going to have TV, radio. We're going to be in the papers. We're also going to be on the internet. But one of the main things we're going to be using is video. Everybody likes visuals. We're using it now. I'm showing you this slideshow. But with Onpassive, we're going to have fantastic videos that are short, sweet, to the point. We're going to have high quality broadcastable videos with intelligent video formats, user-friendly interface that are super easy to share with other people, and a thing called prioritized target audience. What is that? This is when somebody is actually actively looking for one of our products and services. You've all been there. You've gone searching online, we'll say, for a washing machine. You might have bought it. You might not have bought it. You go onto social media, down that right-hand side, pops up loads of adverts for washing machines. This is artificial intelligence at its best. We are going to be using the same artificial intelligence to target the audience that is actively looking for one of our products and services. And if they click on your link, then they drop into your customer base and you will be making a commission from them. Completely automated, hands-free, done for you. So let's recap then where we're at so far with this presentation. Let's think about the benefits of Onpassive. It is a fund solution for any cause. This means any money that you use and gain from Onpassive, you can use for anything you want. If it comes into your wallet, you can withdraw it daily. You have immediate payment. You can withdraw it directly to your bank account. You can have it in cryptocurrency and other forms and means as well, depending on your country. The company are going to do all the top marketing automation for you. They're going to guarantee visitors and signups using breakthrough products for the automation of your financial freedom, plus a lot more to be revealed when you become a founder. Our model is unique because we provide a platform to those with businesses so that they can become more successful. This means that if you have an existing business, you will be able to host it online with our platform. Okay, it has to be legitimate, has to be legal, and it has to be above board. But if you have an existing business, you will be able to host it on the Onpassive platform. Next slide, please. For the other people that do not have one, we provide for those that have no business, the likes of me and you and other people, a successful online marketing plug and play system that will guarantee your success because the company are doing everything for us. We do not have to know anything. We do not have to do anything. All we have to do is to pay our one-time out-of-pocket money to become a founder, and then we have to activate that account, and at the moment that's around $250 US. That's it, job done. So let's have a look at the old current model online, which you've probably been used to seeing, and why we are so different. Most online businesses at the moment are based on competition and conflict. We've all been there. You have to hit sales targets to be able to get any bonuses. You have to sell so many things before you can withdraw any money. It's a horrible situation to be in. You get cupboard fulls of stuff that you don't need, left-handed wrenches, make you younger cream. And as you can see, most of us here have been using loads of it over the past just to get it out of our cupboards. We hate having all of these lotions, potions in our cupboards. With Onpassive, it is digital. This means it is in-demand products and services that people are using right now. We don't hold any stock because they're digital products. 97% of the stuff you see online end up being a scam. You pay to get in, then you have to upgrade to something else. The next month comes around, they say, well, if you just get this package, you'll be able to do this. So you pay again, but you're earning no money. And you're 5 months down the line, you can't afford to stay, so you end up leaving. It's a horrible situation to be in because you've normally told somebody else about it. Things turn into money pits. We pay, but get nothing back. Normally requires selling and recruiting. Everybody hates that. How many times have we been to our friends and families with new things? Tools are normally obtained separately. There's never any guarantees. They pit marketers against each other. And worst of all, the compensation plans are normally based on your own efforts. With Onpassive, it's based on a mutual benefit. This means the more that I help you, the more you succeed, but more importantly, the company succeed. And that is in all of our own interests. We are a real business. I've shown you the offices that we have. I've told you that we are completely legal, legitimate, and above board. We have real in-demand products that are built by real people. We have real support staff. It is completely self-funding. Once you've paid the 2 out-of-pocket payments, we will be paying you to use our products and services. You don't have to do any selling or recruiting because the company do it for us. Every tool needed for your success is included in this 2 times out-of-pocket payments. All the tools are included in that price. And if you don't believe me, there is a 30-day money-back guarantee. So you can have a look. If you don't like it, you just contact support and you say, it's not for me. Can I have my money back? We all part as friends and there's no hard feelings. And if you don't believe me on what I've just said, then either you can actually pay by a Visa or MasterCard direct, and then you can also be backed by the Visa and MasterCard guarantee. So there's absolutely win-win-win situation. The best of it all is then it comes with a revolutionary breakthrough compensation plan that you'll find out when you become a founder. And marketers will only ever compete with themselves. This means whatever your financial target you have, that is up to you. Nobody's going to tell you what you have to do. Now, Ashmufareh said everybody in the near future will use something from Onpassive. Whether they come for the money, the tools, the benefits, connections, or even the communications, they will have a reason to come to Onpassive. Guys, we all have residual bills. So why not make a residual income to pay for those residual bills? So how is Onpassive going to do all this? They're going to do it by using artificial intelligence. It is changing the digital world right now. I said to you, every single one of our products and services has AI sewn into its core. This means it can be used individually or it can be used collectively with another Onpassive product and service. The only other company that has ever done something similar by bringing products and services into one place was about 25 years ago. They brought in Lotus 123, they brought Spreadsheet, they brought Word, and they put it all together. And what did they call it? Microsoft Office. This is exactly the same, except for we have got over 50 digital products and services that are going to be housed under one roof with one sign up for the use of every single person on the internet. Just imagine if you had the chance to be a founder and partner of Microsoft. Would you take it knowing what you know now? I certainly would. We are giving you the same opportunity to be a founder and partner of Onpassive, the next revolutionary multi-billion-dollar company that is going to take the internet by storm. You have a chance to get this early bird founder's position for the sake of one payment of $97 US. It is a fantastic opportunity to get involved. So let's find out then where we are. What is Onpassive going to do for you? It's going to build your team and grow your business. It's also going to provide you with 50 in-demand products and services. It's automatically going to send targeted traffic to your websites. They're also going to seamlessly follow up with those leads, convert them so that they then join you in Onpassive in your customer base. You will then make a commission from these guys, all done 100% automated and hands-free. They will also manage all of your customer support, providing a system that enables maximum team retention. The growth of Onpassive has been nothing short of phenomenal. Like I said, we started all the way back in July of 2018. And by January of 19, we had 10,000 founders. Let's leapfrog forward one whole year to 2020, January, 56,000. So we've done 46,000 founders in 1 year. Pretty good. Let's go forward 6 months, 90,000. We've just done in 6 months what we did in a year. Let's go forward 3 months. We've just done in 3 months what we've done in 6 months. Then we hit September. Things have started to go absolutely crazy. We have now bringing in between 2,000 and 3,000 founders absolutely every single day. So we are now stood at 869,500 founders. Why are so many people joining? Quite frankly, because they can see what this company is going to do to the internet, and they want to be part of it, because the day that we launch to the world, there is no more founders. That is it. You can only ever be a customer or a reseller. There is huge benefits to becoming a founder within Onpassive. We are going to be the next unicorn company. What does that mean? A unicorn company is a privately owned startup company with a valuation that will exceed $1 billion. There's many, many companies out there who are unicorn companies already. The likes of Amazon, Google, Microsoft, just to name a few, are all billion-dollar companies. But nobody has ever done it within their first year of launch. Onpassive will do it within the first month of launching. And you have the chance to be a founder in that company now for $97. So what are you going to get as being a founder in Onpassive, apart from the prestige of saying to people, yes, I'm a founder of Onpassive, to your friends and family? You're going to get exclusive access to the Ofounders back office. This is where all founders can log in. They can chat with other people within the communities. There is recorded webinars. There's email access. There is links that you can share this opportunity with people if you want to. You don't have to, remember, and it is entirely up to you. You'll also get early access to use the products and services of Onpassive before they are launched to the world. You'll get prioritized positioning within the company payment system. You'll also be a member of the inner circle, where we beta test ideas in a round table kind of thing, give feedback to our CEO and managers to let them know whether we agree with the products or not, plus a lot more that we will find out against later. So Onpassive, guys, is going to automatically advertise, market, get your leads, get your signups, no recruiting because the company do it for us. They're going to build your team, and this is for you or for any other business opportunity. And they're going to do absolutely all of this by using your existing business and providing a massive income opportunity by simply using the breakthrough products and services of Onpassive. It is a revolution. Mark Zuckerberg, he created Facebook. Elon Musk created Tesla. Steve Jobs, he created Apple, and Jeff Bezos created Amazon. All of these guys are multi-billionaires in their own rights because they had a dream, because they had an idea of what they could do with the internet. Our CEO and founder, Ashmufareh, has got that same drive, dream, and passion by creating Onpassive to bring something new, revolutionary, and fresh to the internet. These guys below here have become so successful because they have got products and services that people want to use. Our products and services will be exactly the same. 4.5 billion people right now want to use one of them. you can be a founder in that company. So thank you very much, guys, for watching this. Please lock in your founder position today by getting back to the person who has brought you here today. Thank you for viewing the presentation. We are a movement towards a better world for everyone. No one gets left behind in Onpassive. It is every founder, because every founder will be successful, whether straight away or in time, because the company will guarantee your success. You and I are in it to win it, guys. So please get back to the person who invited you to this webinar so that they can get you started. Thanks very much, and I'll hand it back over to you, Neil.
Thanks very much, Red. That was brilliant. The information that that people get from this presentation is unbelievable. We get into a point now where we invite any questions from guests only. Founders' questions, they have their own evening and their own webinar to ask their questions, but this is particularly for the guests. I've not seen any questions so far in the chat. If anyone can see anybody with a hand raised, if they want to say a few words, let's have a look.
I don't see anybody with hands raised.
No.
Red's done such a good job again.
Stunned to silence yet again.
Stunned
Unbelievable. That's 3 in a row, isn't it?
Yeah, it's got to be. Oh, no, we got.
You've answered all the questions.
Well,
I think you should let, hey, Peter, I think you should let Patty do the presentation next week. Let's see how that rolls out.
Paddy.
Yeah, no, it's yeah, it's unbelievable. I mean, while we're just waiting for a few questions to come in, I mean, tomorrow, I've been in the business exactly 2 years and 9 months, and I don't know where it's gone. It's the whole thing has changed completely in that time. And one of the questions we get is, have we missed the boat? Is it the right time? Is it the wrong time? It's absolutely the right time to join. And there will be people still joining the day before we launch, which will be an unbelievable experience for them. And you only have to look at maybe half a dozen slides from the end. You look at the journey with the founders, and this is by far the busiest year for the momentum and the interest in this company. We're fast approaching 500,000 new founder accounts just in 2021. And that tells its own story. So there is an unbelievable amount of interest around the world, really. We've got, and that's shown by the interest and the enthusiasm that's coming in. There are far more webinars than there were, let's say, 3 to 6 months ago. Lots of pockets of webinars and people having something to say all around the world. So, I mean, if anyone is looking at this for the first time, just appreciate the simplicity of it, and Red's put it across superbly well. It is very, very simple, especially when you get in the company to do all the work for you. You'll be able to sit there and think back to all the other businesses that you've been in, that perhaps things haven't worked out your way for whatever reason, how difficult you found it to get customers in these businesses, let alone go out and find other agents or other distributors or other resellers. All this is done for you, and this would have made a massive, massive difference to your previous experience had you had what Onpassive is going to offer you in this. As we all say with businesses, it's risk versus reward. Is it going to cost me 10 grand to become a founder? No, it's a ridiculously low amount. In fact, you know, some might say, well, you know, what is the risk? And Red's covered it brilliantly. $250 to activate your account in the first month, which is over here between 180 and 190. So you're looking at 260, 270 all in for a business. You know, it's unbelievable. Would anybody else like to
Neil,
comment?
I would just say, I didn't sleep much last night, and I had to get up for work 3 o'clock, silly o'clock, because I was talking to Paul Angus early hours of this morning, and I just thought I would go through the internet with a fine tooth comb, just to have a look what's out there. And I am telling you now, there is not a thing. If anything, it has went backwards. You know what I mean? There's nobody with any vision. There's no company with any vision. There's nobody doing anything. I sat and I could not believe my eyes, because I went through everything. I went through the internet a million times, looking at different things, because I know sites and different places to go on, having worked for years on the internet. And it took me by surprise, actually, because nobody is doing anything new. It's all stagnant. And when Onpassive launches, it's just going to blow everybody else out of the water. It is just going to be, it's going to be a lot of people's going to be very, very surprised, put it that road. And anybody who's not a founder, they're going to kick themselves. So, you know what I mean, folks? I would just say to get people, you know, get into this. If you're sitting here now wondering about this and you're not a founder, we're here to tell you now, there's nothing out there that'll beat this, and it'll get you to your financial goal and financial freedom. This is the only game in town. Cheers, Neil. Thank you for that.
Yeah,
Cheers.
Thanks, Patrick. Let's bring on Andy Burks, because obviously we have people saying, oh, there's 800,000 founders. Oh, have I missed the boat? Am I too late?
We get this question quite a lot, don't we, Pete?
Yeah, and I think, you know, if we get Andy on, he can explain it in a bit more detail. Okay.
We've listened to what Ash has had to say, and with the products that he's created with his tech team, they estimate that in the first year alone, we will have over 100 million customers. Okay, so we are 160 odd thousand founders at the moment. That means we're less than 1% of the first year's customer base. Just the first year, we've got a potential marketplace of 4.7 billion. Okay, and if we are 860,000, we're less than the first year's customer base. That's like being at the top 1% of Microsoft, Google, Facebook. It's incredible the position that we're in. And no, it's not too late. The last founder that gets in before we go to full launch and there are no more founders, they're still going to be a multi-millionaire. And even some of the resellers that come on after the founder position, they're still going to make very, very good money. The whole point about this is it's a recurring income. As Red made a point, we've got recurring bills. You pay your telephone bill, your mortgage or your rent, water, gas, electricity. They come out each and every month and they go up. If you work in a job just over broke, oftentimes you'll find that your salary doesn't keep in line with the rise in the mortgage or the rise in the rent or the rise in the electricity, gas, whatever it might be. We've got a situation here where your recurring income, your residual income will grow every single month. It's like doubling or tripling your salary each and every year, and people still don't get it. I just wish that everybody, all 860,000 of us, would be able to get engaged and take note of some of the things that are being put out onto the internet, particularly in YouTube. There are hundreds and hundreds of videos about Onpassive, but get to understand how it works, what it's going to do. It is absolute genius. And I love more than anything else, will you become a customer? So you come on board to use 2 or 3 of the products. And in the top right hand corner, there's a little button that said, Mr. Client, you've got in your virtual wallet this amount of money. This is in your O wallet, and that's the bit you can take out. But in your virtual wallet, if you click this button to become a reseller, you can take that money out and that would go into your wallet. So in other words, you would get paid to use these products. Now, who in their right mind is going to leave and go to another company that is going to charge you to use products when Onpassive is going to pay you to use products? And as I said, we're less than 1% of the first year's customer base. I think it's, I'm going to get another position, sod it.
Yeah. Well done, Andy. Neil?
Thanks, Peter. Nothing in the chat so far. Let me just have a quick look to see if anybody else has got hands raised. I don't think we have.
I can see Paul Angus itching to come on and say something.
He is. He's got his bread with him.
It's written on his face. Let me in. Let me
Itching.
see.
Yeah.
Itching. Yeah. I am itching. I've just made a few notes here while I'm watching the presentation and what's going on. And, you know, a lot of people hopefully will identify with us. And Paddy and I, at 3:30 this morning, we were talking to each other on Messenger, on Facebook Messenger, because we were both getting up ready for work. And there's lots of people like us that have to start work at that unearthly hour in the morning. And it's very unsociable and it's not good, you know. And because I'm getting older, I have a little nap in the afternoon, little siesta, as I call it. But, you know, it's the way of the world, the way things are changing. But you look at these slides tonight. Red did the most amazing presentation. If you're new in the business or you're looking at this for the first time, have a real good look again at those slides of our offices around the world. They're incredible investment from our company. And as you know, as Paddy says, he's looking around on the internet. There are other opportunities out there that can make you a quick buck, but they're sort of gone in 6 to 12 months, and then you're back left, you know, looking embarrassed. And none of those sort of people invest the way that Ashmufareh and his team have invested, where we've got a real bricks and mortar company with real offices that we could be proud of and show, which was amazing. So what I see is this is real longevity. This is business that's here. And Ash has never settled for second best. He's always said, let's strive to get the best. And, you know, when you look at those offices, you think, well, if that's what the offices are like, what are our products going to be like? But I look at Onpassive as a retirement career. Now, that sounds like two opposites of the polar, doesn't it? How can you retire and have a career? Well, the reality is, for the first time ever, and I want to put this picture in your mind, there's going to be people in their 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, and 60s like me that will be able to have total time freedom and money freedom to go and do whatever we want, travel and this sort of thing, see all our families, you know, have the midlife crisis, get the motorcycle, do whatever you like. But on the other half of that, when you turn the coin over, we've got a career because the products that Onpassive are producing constantly keep giving us an income. Now, one of the best videos I've put on my YouTube in this week, go on my YouTube, subscribe to it, and look at Andy Burke's video. You know, our UK leader with 30 years experience in, you know, the financial industry. And Andy really put across so well that if you pay into a pension for 20 years, what you're looking to get out of that at the end of that. And I'm thinking, well, we haven't had to do any of that kind of thing, you know. So the time freedom and things like that we're going to get is because of one thing. And I have only been in this 1 year, 8 months. December 2019 I joined. But if you look at people like Neil and Peter Rogers and, you know, Redredfern, who joined, all they had was 2 videos. They joined on the trust of Ash, and we've all gone along with that trust. And the more you see with Onpassive, the more you're going to trust it. But some people have mentioned, 3 years to launch this company. It's taken a long time. Well, if you're a parent and you've got people going to university, how long do they go to university for? 3 years, sometimes longer. And in that time, they have to study, learn to hopefully get a career at the end of that. Now, look what's happened in the last year with the pandemic. It's decimated careers. So they've studied for 3 years to come out to what? Some of us have been in Onpassive for 3 years to come out to what? The most spectacular retirement career you could ever possibly wish to dream up. It's outstanding, because there isn't anything out there like it. So if you've been in 6 months, a year, 2 years, 2.5 years, don't worry about it. You haven't had to study, you haven't had to learn, and you haven't had to go out into the world to say, let me make this work, because Ashley's team have done it all for us. So that's the notes I made tonight. But I'm thrilled to bits for this. I just can't wait for for this year to end, because I know the outcome of it. And working with people like this has just been phenomenal. You don't get to work with people that brainstorm and have the same interests and goals that you do. For me to be able to actually get positions for my family and get my family and friends in, and finally I can do something to actually help people. We've not really been able to do that before, seriously, and know that we are actually going to help them. So, the future's bright, look forward to it. And but pay attention to what investment and what time and what products have gone into this to make sure that we have a retirement career, because this is really spectacular. Thanks, guys.
Great, thanks very much, Paul. Still no questions.
Yeah, can I speak?
Victor, yes, fire away.
Hello, good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you are all over the world. My name is Victor Ogumalade from London, UK. I just want to encourage all our founders, our guests, that Onpassive is a game changer. Many of us have been burned in the past, but I always tell people there is always light at the end of the tunnel, because what I have seen in Onpassive, I have never, ever, ever seen it in my life. I've been to so many parts of the world, travel, US, Asia, everywhere, speaking. I'm a motivational speaker, and I've seen a lot. Life has taught me a big lesson. But I want to assure you, don't ever, ever give up on your dream. If you can just believe in yourself, believe in Onpassive, your life will be transformed. You are ready to get the best shape of your life. I just want to encourage all our guests, don't ever, ever miss this opportunity. I came to this company just about a year ago, August 27, 2020. And I can tell you, my life has never, ever remained the same. In fact, now I am super excited, very super, super excited since last week, because this is a company that will do everything for you. 100% automated. Traffic is provided for you. Sign up are guaranteed. They have been followed up. Videos, text messages, every modalities that you can think of. Television adverts, so many adverts that will be going, that will bring the traffic, targeted traffic to you. And the company guaranteed to build your team for you. You don't have to do anything. I have never seen anything like this in my life. So I want to encourage you, don't ever, ever miss opportunity, and spread the news to help others. Be the hero to others. You are never too old to set another goal or dream a new dream. I am going to another webinar right now, and I'll be presenting there. That is how super excited I am. So I encourage you, whatever you have done before, please don't dwell on that negativity. Don't dwell on that failure. This is an opportunity that will change your life, that create a dynasty of wealth for you and your family. Thank you very much. Thank you. Bye.
Fantastic, Victor. Thanks very much for that.
Well said, Victor.
Hi, Andy. Anybody else want to add anything? We've just turned 8 o'clock. I'm not sure whether we've got anything else with no more questions.
We've got a hand up raised. Benedictus, if you want to unmute yourself and speak, by all means, please do. I think he's got his hand raised, but I don't think he realizes he has. Okay. No. Okay. Any more? Anybody got any questions? Or Chris, do you want to come on and say a few words?
Well, you know what? Every time Red does a presentation, I got to be there because to me, he's the best. You guys are lucky to have him. I wish I could borrow him every single day. I see we have a lot of founders on here. I hope you have some guests, but what Red just showed you and shared with you is a life-changing thing. All these people on this screen are amazing. They jumped into it. They seen the vision of Ashmufareh, and I can't tell you how excited I am. I'm going around the clock doing this nonstop because I believe in it that much, 100%. And it's nice to see faces that have the same dream and vision as Ash, as myself. And it's a wonderful, wonderful feeling knowing that I have people all over the world that are friends. I think Onpassive is already changing people for the better, and we haven't made a dime. We got great leaders like Redredfern, who's out there sailing around the world, we'll say, talking from port to port, and actually really excited to see him doing that. And I can't tell you how proud I am to be an Onpassive founder, and the people that I've met, I'm extremely proud of. So Onpassive is the best thing that you are ever going to get into. And I say it again, real easy. It's all done for you. I don't have any magical numbers like Andy. He's a genius when it comes to these things. I'm an average guy who worked 32 years in a factory for the auto industry. And boy, I wish Ash would have created this 32 years ago, and it would have saved me a lot of time working nonstop. But that's what I try to tell people. Imagine you going to work today and your boss says, hey, why don't you stay home? Pay me $97 and I'm going to do all your work for you. I want you to go fishing, hunting. That's pretty much what it is to me. It's easy terms that I have a company now that I paid to build me a massive business. And all I really have to do is pay taxes. So I'm extremely excited and I can't wait for it to go boom, and very proud that I can be part of it. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Chris. That was great. Thank you. Neil?
Thanks, Peter. No. Nothing else in chat.
Neil, can I just say a big shout out to Chris, because
you can.
He's a workaholic for this company, you know what I mean? And he's been going all day, and he's going to keep going, you know what I mean? He just never stops. The man's a legend. Chris, salute you, sir.
Absolutely. I think it does help when your sponsor is Red Bull. I had a crate stolen from the back of my car 6 months ago. I mean, I don't know how they sleep at night, I tell you. But yeah, hats off to you there, Chris. No doubt about that. Don't know whether anybody's got anything else. Anybody that was listening to Red earlier on the live will know that we're expecting Ash to make an appearance on one of the webinars at some point this week. So that'll be exciting for an update to see where we are after last Thursday. Lots of snippets. I quite enjoyed last Thursday, and I've actually had to watch the recording of it a couple of times since, even though it was edited, just to you often pick things up a second and third time around, reading between the lines and the little snippets and what have you. But it was quite interesting that when this company launches, that's not it product wise, is it? You know, the technicians and all the people that have put in such a lot of hard work won't be getting laid off. They'll be creating new things with the products, enhancing the ones that have been launched, making them better. And without saying too much, his interest in other markets than the one that he's working on at the moment. So it's going to be a moving thing as the years go on, depending where the customer base, and you don't, as Paddy was going on about before about new things. There's nothing new out there. The good thing that Ash has done here is he's looked at the market, what types of products are being used on a massive scale. And Andy said before, 4.5 billion to 5 billion users. So you don't have to have anything new. If the market's big enough, it doesn't matter what the competition is. And we won't be no David and Goliath story. We'll be getting into the boxing ring and punching our weight with the big guys. And we've got all these products under one roof, which is a massive, massive advantage when it comes to what they will pay. So I don't know whether anybody's got anything else to say. Are you want to add anything, Peter, or are you happy to wrap up?
No, I'm happy to wrap up. I can't see any hands risen anywhere. Got one actually.
So somebody mentioned that Bruce wanted to have a quick chat.
Yeah, just send that now, Bruce. Bruce Goostin. If you like to unmute yourself.
Correct, you've got it right.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Who'd ever thunk that somebody was a chef could be so brilliant in explaining something like Onpassive? You are amazing, Red. You're really amazing, and I really appreciate you a lot. And I love listening to just you explaining everything because it makes it clearer for me. But I don't know why. I was thinking of the Wright brothers, and I was thinking at Kitty Hawk, how many times did they try to get an airplane, a flight going, and how many times did they fail? And there are many people who said, why don't you just stop? You'll never get that to fly. Or Steve Jobs, you remember the commercial where he had the hammer thrower of the Olympics, throwing a hammer at the IBM sign and smashing it because he had a vision of something that he could do, that Apple could do. And a lot of people said, you're nuts. IBM is way too big for you to defeat IBM. But look what's happened. So it's about really holding on to a vision. And everybody in Passive who's a founder is a visionary. Not that they created anything, but they grabbed onto this vision for themselves. And holding onto that vision is just to not listen to naysayers and believe in what you've got. And when you believe in what you've got, it will come to pass as long as you keep holding the faith and keep spreading the news. Everybody who will be a founder of Onpassive will succeed. The artificial intelligence will force everyone to make money. Some will make more because they have many positions, but everyone will make money in Onpassive. That's a guarantee. And I've never, ever been with a company like that. I was on the line earlier today and decided to listen to somebody who said, I don't use Shopify, I don't use Amazon. And let me tell you about something that I've learned and I found for myself. And I told one of my guys who signed up through me, watch what this guy does. He'll go on about what he's done, and eventually he'll tell you about all the people that he made into multimillionaires. And eventually he'll tell you, and he did, that it's going to cost you money because you'll still have to advertise. You'll still have to do all these things. And my whole business is really worth $50,000, but I'm not going to make you pay that. I'm only going to make you pay $950,000. And then there was always an upsell and an upsell and an upsell. Onpassive tells you all you need to do is find a position for $97 and then pay one more time. No more upsell, no upsells anymore. And that's the beauty of Onpassive. We don't have a spiel to give to anybody to why they can, if they pay more, they can be closer to people. When you're a founder, you're as close as you can be to everybody around the world, many, many people around the world. You know, on day one, if only one founder alone got opened up his position had to be over $250 million. And that's only one position for every one of them. We're going to have 1 million people coming in as customers, at least on day one. So it's just phenomenal where we're going to go. It's phenomenal what Ash has envisioned. And his vision, just like Steve Jobs' vision, became greater and greater because he kept thinking, what can I do next? 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 It's something that will continue to evolve and evolve and evolve. And we are blessed to be the founders that we are today. So thanks again, Red, for your wonderful, wonderful presentation. And thanks, Paul and Andy and all you guys here, Neil, for hosting today. Patty, you're always great. Half the time I can't understand you, but you're fantastic. But I love you all, and I'm glad to be here. And thank you, Peter, too.
Thank you, Bruce. You got the vision. We can tell that what you're saying. You definitely got the vision.
I got the vision.
Bruce.
Right, Neil, do you want to close it off? And
Yes, just say thanks everyone for for your attendance tonight. Thanks very much. We're back again next Wednesday, 2 p.m. Eastern Time, 7 p.m. UK time. Until then, thanks very much and see you next time.
just to finish off as well, if anybody wants a copy, I'll quickly just put my email in the chat. Quickly grab it before I switch it off, and I will send you a copy of the webinar. Okay, thank you, everyone. See you again next week. And,
Bye,
Thank you, everybody.
Okay.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.
Thank y'all.
Bye.
Great presentation.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.